Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mathematical Lens by Ganitha. In this video, we are going to continue with chapter number 3, number play of grade 6 mathematics, the new NCERT textbook, that is Ganitha Prakash. In this video, we are going to learn playing with number patterns, right? So here you can see there are some numbers, they are arranged in different patterns, and we need to find out the sum of these patterns or the sum of these numbers, okay, the figures which is given below. So let us see the first figure. If you see, now first you see there are which numbers are there in this first figure. You can see there are 40 and 50, only two types of numbers are there. So what we do, we first count 40, how many 40s are there, okay. So if we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 40 is 12 times, okay. So 12 times 40, we will write it over here, 12 times 40, right, which is 12 4s are 48. So this becomes 480, correct. Now let us see the other number is 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 5, 10 over here. So 10 times 50 it is, right. So instead of adding the numbers, we multiply them with that many times. Like you all know that multiplication, repeated addition is multiplication, right. So instead of adding repeatedly, we multiply it. So 10 times 50. So 10 times 50 means 500. So now if we add these two numbers, the answer is 980. Now let us see the other figure, that is question number B. If we see here, we need to count the dots, right? You can see there are some dots in the figure. Now, if you see this green colored ones, they have only single dot, and the blue ones, they have 5 dots in each square, right? So now if you want to count, first let us count the single squares, okay. So how to count single squares? First we count the number of rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is horizontal, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertical, right? So practically 8 8s are 64. We write it here, 8 8s are 64. Dots should be there. But we can see in between there are this 4, 4, 4, 4 is 5 times. 4 squares, the blue squares I am counting. So that is 20. So this will be removed from the single dots. So 64, we need to subtract 20 from it. So 64 minus 20, that is 44. So 44 we get single dots. Okay, these are the single dots, or the squares with the single dots. Fine. Now we see the blue ones. Each square has 5 dots. And how many squares are there? We can see 4 5s are 20 squares are there, and each has 5. So what do? We multiply 20 by 5, we get 100. So in the blue colored boxes there are 100 dots, and in the green colored there are 44. So total 100 plus 44 gives you 144 dots. Okay, so this is how you can count the dots. Now here is a third figure given, where you can see there are two types of number. You can see in this figure there is 32 and there is 64. So first let us see how many 32s are there. If we see 32, so you need not count each, we just count the rows in the column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 fours are 32. So what we need to do, simply we multiply 32 by 32, because 32 is 32 times. If we multiply 32 by 32, we get 1024. Okay. Now let us see 64. How many times 64 is there? So we again count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fours are 16. So 16 times 64. Right? So we just need to count the rows and the columns. Now again 16 into 64 will be 1024. Right? And we simply add these two numbers and we get 2048. Right? First one you have multiplied 32 into 32, 1024. Second one, you can just think here 64 is there. 64 is what 32 twos are. If you shift that 2 here, 16 twos are 32, this also becomes 32. That's why the answer is same, 1024. Right? So this is the way you can understand and find out the sum in a different way. Like what we are doing here, we are halving this. We are doubling 16, that becomes 32, and we are halving 64, that also becomes 32. That's why we get the same answer, 1024. Right? This is another trick. Without multiplying, you can get this product. Right? So I'll just show you the trick. Okay, you can apply that trick and without calculation, you can find out the sum. Now let us see question number D. If we see D here, we have to count the dots. Okay. So let us see the dots. Now first, there are two types of squares. One square has 3 dots and the other square has 4 dots. So first let us count the boxes with 3 dots. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then here you can see in the center of 7 here, 10, 7 also here. So 14, 15, 16, 17. So 3 dots is 17 times. Boxes with 3 dots is 17 into 3. So 17 threes are 51. Now let us count the 4 dots. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6th one. Don't count this. So 3 6 are 18. 18 boxes are there with 4 dots. So 18 into 4. So 18 fours is 72, and then we simply add the numbers. So we get this as 123 total dots. Now let us see the 5th figure, that is question number E. Now first see how many types of numbers are there in this. So there is 15, you can see, there is 25 and there is 35. So first let us see how many 15s are there. Okay. So if we see 15 here, there are 4 15 in this one. Okay. 15 here, and this is one more where 15 is there. So this is 4 and 4, 8. Then here there are 6. Here also 6. So here 4, here 4. So 6 plus 4, 10. 6 plus 4, 10, 20. And in the center also there are 2. Okay. So total 22 times 15 is there. So we can write down here 15 into 22. Okay. If we multiply, we get that as 330. Now let us count 25. If you see 25 also 4 plus this 6, 10. 4 plus 6, this 6. Because this is a hexagon shape. So 20 and 2 in the center here. So again 25 is also 22 times. Okay, if you multiply that, you're getting 550. Okay, similarly the pattern is same, so without counting also you can say 35 is 22 times, but we'll just see once. 4 plus 6, your 6, 10, this 4 and this 6, 20, and in the center 2, so 22. So I'm writing it over here. 35 into 22. That gives you 770. Now if we add all of them, 330 plus 550 plus 330, the total comes to 1650. So sum of all these numbers is 1650. So if you find a pattern, it's easy to find the sum. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time for you to calculate the sum. Now question number F. Let us find out. First, let us see the types of numbers. So in the center there is 1000. Then comes 500. Then comes 250. And then comes 125. So we start counting. 1000 is only one time. So first we write down 1000 into 1, which is very simple, 1000. Okay. Then we see 500. It is how many times? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 500 into 4. 5 4s are 20. So that gives you 2000. Then 250. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 8 times. Right? So 250 into 8. So 25 8s are 200. So here again you are getting 2000. Now 125. Let us see how many times 125 is. So if we start from here, we'll just make a mark so that we don't forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 125 is 18 times. So we write down that also. So 125 multiplied by 18. That gives you 2250. Okay. Now if we find out the sum, this is easy. You can mentally calculate. So 1000 plus 2000 plus 2000 is 5000. 5000, first we add 2000, so it becomes 7000, and this is 250. So the total sum is 7250. Right? Isn't it easy? So if you find out patterns and then add, it's always easy for you to find out the sum. Okay. So we'll continue with this chapter in the next video. Thank you.